Good day! Welcome to the video presentation of Group 3. So for today's video guys, we would going to tackle all about the concentric circle in nature. But before we start our discussion, let us introduce first my team members. They are
I am Jelaida Mayluna Montes from Section Echo.
I'm Yoselin Antoa from Section Eco.
Hi sir, I'm Simon Polo Ortega from Section Eco.
Good day everyone, I am Rjyambas from Section Echo.
Hi, I'm Maria Amor Rodriguez from Section Echo.
I am Blessed Jane Sais from Section Echo.
I'm Rusty Brian Zarate from Section Eco.
Almera Sobrado from Section Eco.
Everyone, my name is Francis Ayanjis Calito from Section Eco.
Good day everyone, my name is Michael Tanera from Section Eco.
I'm Jennifer L. Traya from Section Eco.
Hi, this is Christian Itrazo from Section Eco.
Hi everyone, I'm President Tubong Banwa from Section Eco.
I'm JBM Villegas from Section Eco.
Good day everyone, my name is Gordon Rjyambas and I'm from Section Eco.
So, we are the team members of Group 3. And also, by the way, I'm RJYAMBA, the team leader of Group 3. So, let's start our discussion. It's all about the concentric circle in nature. So, let us start our discussion by defining what is concentric circle. So, what will come to our mind when we hear concentric circle? Concentric circle, guys, is defined as a circle within the radius of another circle. And the main characteristic of this circle, guys, is that they share one center point. So, let us watch this video presentation in order us to have a deeper understanding of what is
Consider any point,
circle.
say O.
So, please watch.
With point O as the center, let's draw a circle around it. And with O as the center again, let's draw another circle outside the existing circle. Assume OA is the radius of the inner circle and OB the radius of the outer circle. What do you observe? The first thing we can see is that both the circles have the same center. What about the radii of the circles? Yes, they are of different lengths. Length of OB is greater than that of OA. These two circles have the same center and different radii. These kinds of circles which have the same center and different radii are called concentric circles.
So, we are done defining of what is concentric circle. So, now let us proceed to the geometric properties of a concentric circle. The geometric property of the concentric circle, guys, is that the medium between two concentric circles is what we call as the annulus. Any two circle can be made concentric by picking them the inversion center as one of the limiting point. And there are two types of concentric circle, which is the circumcircle and the incircle of a triangle. While the radius of one circle is twice to the radius of another circle, meaning that the triangle is equilateral. So, I am done discussing of what is the geometric property of a concentric circle. And now, let us proceed what is the equation and how to calculate the median of the two concentric circle, or also known as the annulus. So, this is the equation. Annulus is equal to the pi multiplied to the radius squared subtract to the radius squared, or the greater radii squared minus to the smaller radii squared. So, let us try this problem solving. What is the area of the annulus of two concentric circle given that the circle have radius of 2 and 5? Simply, let us only substitute the value of 2 and 5 to our equation. It is the r squared subtract to the r squared, or a is equal to pi times the to the r squared subtract to the r squared. Since the value of 5 is greater than to the value of 2, so let us substitute the 5 to the big r squared. So 5 times 5 is equal to 25. Subtract to the smaller r, or the value of 2. So 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So 25 subtract to 4 is equal to 21. So 21 multiplied to pi is 21 pi. since our phi is having a value of 3.14, so 3.14 multiplied to 21 is equal to 65.95. So that was the process on how to calculate the medium of two concentric circles, or also known as annulus. So those what I have discussed earlier is the overall main topic of the group 3. And now I will present a video that was given by our instructor, and that this certain video is assigned to my member, which is they are able to state their opinion by answering the 4 questions that was given by our instructor. So please watch this video. So that was the video that was given by our instructor in order my team members give their opinion upon done watching that video. So this is the first question. What math concept is fully discussed on your assigned video?
So
and this is the answer of my team members.
Discussion is all about tessellations.
The math concept that fully discussed on our assigned video is about tessellation, and the 3 types of tessellation: the translation, rotation, and reflection. Translation is the shape repeats by moving, rotation is the shape repeats by rotating, and the reflection is the shape repeats by reflecting. And also, the 3 basic shapes: the triangles, hexagons, and squares.
Math concept discuss about tessellation art. It is a tiling or tessellation of a flat surface which is covering of line using one or more geometric shapes called tiles with no overlaps and no gaps. In mathematics, tessellation can be generalized to higher dimension and a variety of geometries.
The concept that is fully discussed in our assigned video is a pattern of geometric shapes that fill a two-dimensional space with no gaps and no overlaps that repeats forever in all directions. They can be composed of one or more shapes.
It is all about tessellation.
The math concept that is discussed in our assigned video is concentric circles in nature.
What math concept is fully discussed on your assigned video? Tessellation, or also known as tiling.
Number 1. What math concept is fully discussed in your assigned video? Tessellation. Tessellation is created when shape is repeated over and over again, covering a plane without any gaps or overlaps.
When watching, I observe measurement and shapes connected to the math geometry concept?
And my answer, the concept of our assigned video is art because they shows a same shape that combined and form into an art.
The math concept I observe are patterns and measurement.
So ang amo is tessellation art. So ang kaning tessellation art is a shape that repeats to make a pattern or a covering of an infinite geometric plane without gaps or overlaps. So ang kaning siyang tessellation shape na siya na ibalik-balik nimo siya para makakreate siya pattern.
Number 1 is about tessellation art.
Number 1. I observe patterns which cover the infinite geometric plane.
Number 1. Upon watching the video and I overall discovered that this video is a pattern of geometric shapes because it composed of one or more shapes.
And this is the question number 2. What is about this concept? Cite few more real world cases or example that would show the concept.
Well, for
and this is
me,
the answer of my team member.
tessellations is a special type of tiling that uses shapes or surface with no gaps or overlaps. I think the example in real life is the tile floor, chessboard, bricks wall, and the cyclone, which is used for fencing the house.
It is about the process of creating a two-dimensional plane using repeated geometric shapes without gaps or overlapping. For example is oriental carpets, quilts, origami, and etc.
Answer. Tessellation can be found in many areas of life. Art, architecture, hobbies, and many other areas. Hold the example of tessellation found in our everyday surrounding. Example, architect, carpets, origami, and etc.
Art, architecture, hobbies, and many other areas hold examples of tessellation found in our everyday surrounding. Specific examples include oriental carpets, quilts, origami, and Islamic architecture.
Tessellation has another term was called tiling. It is when we cover surface with a pattern of flat shapes is repeated over and over again. Examples are oriental carpets, quilts, origami, Islamic architecture, and tiled floor.
It is all about tessellation. Chessboard and tile floor are examples of tessellation.
A tessellation is created when a shape is repeated over and over again, covering a plane without any gaps or overlaps. Example of tessellation can be found in many areas of life. Art, architecture, hobbies, and many other areas hold example of tessellation found in our everyday surrounding. Specific example include oriental carpets, quilts, origami, Islamic architecture.
In mathematics, tessellation can be generated to higher dimension and a variety of geometries. The example of tessellation is tiling floor, wall, scale of fish, shell of snail.
Carpets, puzzles that form a concentric circle. What geometry concept?
My answer, the concept is all about an art. An example that would show the concept is the different shape and patterns. An example of the different shape is triangles, hexagons, and squares, and the pattern form into an art.
I saw the patterns in art which we can correlate in math. And these patterns are related with measurement to ensure that it is well drawn and arranged. Example, in designing house, you need to have exact measurement to perform the patterns. Also, in making curtains, design, pattern, and measurements is a must to make a great curtain.
So, ang akong na-obserbahan diri sa kalibutan nga mga pattern is tile or kanang wrapping paper. Ang wrapping paper man good is kabantay ka ng square niya nga kabalik-balik lang siya niya buhay sa pattern.
Number 2 is like the 3 basic shapes tessellation example. The triangle.
To carpets, curtains, or designing house, we need to have the exact measurements in order to establish properly.
Real-world examples like universe, quilts, origami, and etc. Because this is a process of creating two-dimensional plane using repeated geometric shapes.
And the third question is that, what are your insight about the mathematical truth or certainties? And this is the answer of my team.
Actually, I didn't have ideas or deeper ideas about this. The thing that I only know is it's like a puzzle.
Answer. My insights about the mathematical truth is that tessellation is created when a shape is repeated over and over again, covering a plane without any gaps. And if you look at the completed tessellation, you will see the original motif repeats in pattern.
Answer. My insight about this mathematical truth or certainties, it is you look at a completed tessellation, you will see the original motif repeats in other patterns. Number 4. What did Galileo mean when he said, mathematics is the alphabet by which God has written the universe?
A mathematical truth is the conformity of a thought to the laws of logic, in particular in a concept, consistency in an inference, validity in a proposition, agreement with assumptions, while mathematical certainties is something that will definitely happen.
My insight about this is, it is difficult to understand but important to study because it can help us in our daily life, like making a design or decoration.
It is difficult, but if you understand, you'll find it joyful.
From Lungman Dictionary of Contemporary English Mathematical Certainty, something that is completely certain to happen. Mathematical example from the corpus mathematical certainty, we can possess a mathematical certainty that 2 and 2 make 4, but this rarely matters to us. According to Bertrand Russell, everybody mathematical truth is a tautology like 2 plus 1 equals 4. Trivially indebatable, he said that a mathematical theorem says no more than the great truth that there are 3 feet in a yard. This view is regarded by mathematicians as absurd and without merit. To prove into Formula A, we must ask, what is 2, what is 4, what is plus, what is equal. Another answer along formalist or logicist lines might be given by a graduate student of mathematics. 1 plus and equal are symbols defined by the Dedekind piano assumes. 2 is for short 1 plus 1. 3 is short 4. 2 plus 1. 4 is short 3 plus 1. Now, formula can be proved. There are more different logistics who explain the certainty of mathematics, which sometimes they made it complex. For me, mathematical certainty is a logical formula which would stir your mathematical knowledge on what among the logistic truth which are indubitable and accepted formula.
My side about the mathematical truth or certainties, math is not only a number, just like tessellation is shape. As we can see, the shape has not a number unless we count each corner.
Number 3. Observe that math is for all, used also in the Philippines.
My answer. My deep understanding about this concept or discussion is math is not all about the numbers but it also an art because they show shapes and patterns.
My insight is that it is very useful, especially in our daily lives. It can help us in making good designs and patterns. Then, we can make exact design and pattern if we have the right measurement.
Ang akong answer is my insights about these mathematical truths is when you look at a picture with pattern, sooner or later you will discover the original shape or the root of pattern. So, kung kabantay ka, makita kag pattern nito, tutukan nimo siya, makabalo na ka say root ana niya na pattern, shape niya na pattern. Example, graphing paper, ang pinaka kuan niya is square, di ba? What did
This topic tessellation is the pattern that shows the value of the shapes.
Observe that math is used in all, not only in measuring but also used in the patterns and arts.
Overall, I cope up an idea that math is flexible, that is used not only in counting but also in field of art.
And this is the last question. What did Galileo mean when he said mathematics is the alphabet by which God has written the universe? Do you agree on this adage? Why? And this is the answer of my team members.
He perhaps expressing his understanding of how fundamental mathematics is to our very existence. Our overall aim is to dispel the myth that many of us have been destined to not being very good at mathematics. So, for what he had said, I just agree for that idea because I do believe that there are few people there are many people which is not very good at math. It's so rare for you to see a person which is very good at math, and some of us are just moderately good at math. So it's like that.
He meant that mathematics is essential to understanding the physical world. Mathematics allows us to make quantitative imperial measurements, formulate precise relationships between these quantities, and make precise prediction. I agree on this adage because we humans need to develop such as a language, and we call it mathematics.
As written, the universe said Galileo Galilei. He perhaps was expressing his understanding of a few fundamental mathematics is to our very existence. Our overall aim is to dispel the myth that many of us has been destined to not being very good at mathematics. Thank you.
Yes, I agree in what Galileo said. Mathematics is the alphabet with which God has written the universe. He perhaps was expressing his understanding of how fundamental mathematics is to our very existence. This ancient saying is never more relevant than today, where mathematics is the key of our modern life. We believe that an understanding of mathematics is the right of all students, and we ensure that all students are given the best opportunity to progress to their highest possible level of achievement.
He was expressing his understanding of how fundamental mathematics is to our very existence. Yes, because I do believe that mathematics is the language of the universe.
Do you agree on this adage? Why? The universe cannot be read until we have learned the language and become familiar with the characteristic in which it is written. Yes, because mathematics is a language which thinking is scientific being used.
And why? According to my research, mathematics is the alphabet with which God has written the universe. He perhaps was expressing his understanding of how fundamental mathematics is to our very existence. This ancient saying is never more relevant than today, where mathematics is the key to so much of our modern life. Thank you.
Means that in building a universe we use alphabet through mathematics, and I agree with this adage. The conclusion of this occurrence is when we build an establishment, we can build this through word by the use of mathematics.
Of Galileo, a adage of Galileo. Mathematics is the alphabet by which God has written the universe. He probably pertaining on how fundamental mathematics is to our existence in our own perspective. In my own perspective, I certainly agree about this statement, knowing how mathematics contributes even to our modern world. Basic things like understanding the loans for cars, trucks, or homes and the like uses math. Even building houses or other infrastructures needs math to make the tons of workloads easier. Mathematics surrounds us. Some may not notice how visible math is, but when we try to love math, we will come to realize the beauty of its own alphabet within our universe that only few could appreciate.
My answer is, for me, I agree because the mathematics is not focused on number but also in art. And the earth composed a length and width, and it is an art because it is a shape that have a pattern. That's why Galileo said that mathematics is the alphabet by which God was written the universe. Thank you.
Agree on this adage? Why? Meaning, anything in this universe is related to math. Just like making a sentence. Every letter of the sentence is math in making the universe. Every design and pattern in our universe correlates with math. And I agree with Galileo because I believe that God created the universe with math. Everything is with math and math is life.
So, Galileo was speaking metamorphically of the universe as being a grand book that is open to us. Continuing with the metaphor, he says it is written in the language of mathematics. So, para sa ako, agree ko sa iya.
He perhaps was expressing his understanding of how fundamental mathematics is to our very existence.
Number 4. Yes, because without math, there are a lot of possibility that the universe cannot form or function properly.
For me, yes, I agree. Because without the balance or without computing the exact distance between universe, there's a lot of possibilities that the all planet is collapse or converge each other. So because of math, we all now live in a wonderful world.
And that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching.